Howdys and salutations, y'all, and welcome back to the next episode of Stiff Streams. Stiff Streams. I think I could say my own name. We only 80 episodes in at this point. If you can even call them episodes, I guess it's like a series of mini-series. I could make a bunch of playlists of just 1 month at a time. That wouldn't be real exciting though. That said, we are sort of between projects at the moment. While I fully intend to pick back up later this week with some Miquella art and really try and lean into that, especially after the exciting Elden Ring announcement today, which is literally just that DLC will happen in a single image that people will craft fan theories out of for the next 8 to 10 months with no context. That's how it works, though. Honestly, it's only been a couple days since the 1-year anniversary, and the rate at which people were complaining about going hollow from no updates was ridiculous. Surely folks have figured out by now that stuff milestones don't guarantee updates in Elden Ring at this point. I mean, we had 3 years of experience with this beforehand, so anyway, I don't mean to laugh at people. It's perfectly reasonable to get excited. It's a fun game, but it's a very passionate community too. To put it nicely. Well, that reminds me of my favorite phrase describing everything right and wrong on the internet, which was in an article about the War Thunder forums, to no shock. They just had one section titled, Worryingly Enthusiastic Fan Base. And you know, if that doesn't sum up everything about the entire internet, I don't know what does. Any given thing has some people who are just way too either excited about it or so excited about it that they get angry at other people who aren't the right kind of excited, whatever that means, or they try to share their excitement to people who aren't excited, but they're really aggressive about it. Same goes for politics, by the way, and most other things. It's just really, really worryingly excited fan bases. So, while we're between worryingly excited fan bases, because I can't criticize, I just spent 26 plus hours drawing Malenia. That was, yeah, I added it up. There's a lot of streams. Even a bonus stream in there, which made up for the partial length stream. They kind of evened out. But in any case, yeah. Folks get excited about things. So we're going to take a stream to just chill, relax, sort of regroup. Probably not going to go the full 2 hours today, just being upfront with y'all. We don't take a lot of breaks during this, truthfully. And I think it's worth giving a chance to reset and try to get ahead on some of the other stuff. Not to say I don't have the art itch, but I also don't want to burn out the art itch too early on. And I do need to do some planning for the next things we're doing with Miquella, between gathering reference images and thinking through poses and composition and stuff, because I know from experience, trying to do composition on stream is rough business. So we'll try not to go too crazy on that. But that's all for next time. This time, we're going to get to some Stardew. Let's see what the weather's looking like today or tomorrow. Sunny tomorrow, dagnabbit, the worst weather. I clicked on it again. Good use of time. Although, the timer pauses in a lot of menus. What the wisp? Spirits are very happy? Okay, not going to the mines then. When the spirits are happy, they give me a bunch of enemies to fight in the mines, and I'm much better at, frantically digging for a missing staircase than I am at fighting any of the enemies. So we're, not about that business. Gotta warm back up on how to water the crops without watering everything twice and missing half of them. As you can see, where we left off was mainly mass production of strawberries, because of course it was. What else would we be doing? Oh, are these... Oh, I have a scythe. Kale. Why on earth did I plant that? Who in their right mind would grow kale? Kale's not the worst, actually. I mean, I don't know its quality in the game, truthfully. Good kale isn't too bad, though, in real life. Bad kale's stinking awful. Bitter as all get out. Bad business. But there's good kale. And there's baby spinach, which is the winner of having no flavor, which makes it my favorite, because it's a vegetable you can shove into other stuff and not notice. Best way to attain vegetables. IMO. Okay, come on. Oh, inventory full. Oh, I guess that means those are of silver quality. That's pretty good. We can't forget our little stray one down here. Okay, let's dunk some of these in the chest. What organization system was I using here? Something nonsensical, I'm sure. Well, no matter. Here, we'll water these again. Hopefully we can get one more round of those before the season ends. And then I'll forget and water them a third time anyway, even though we have no time. But, you know, that's just how it goes. Let's get some more parsnips in here. I want to try for some more quality parsnips. Let's see, this is the speed grow. We've already got some going for quality, but let's at least fill in these 3 patches as well, because we've already got the fertilizer going in there, so we should get some better stuff. And then I can just pop these in on the rest. At least having more of them also, A, it adds up nicely, and I just want to fill out the row. But also, you know, more of them is technically better odds as well, in lieu of going and purchasing or crafting more fertilizer. Wow, nailed it. Let's see. What was in here? Ah, that was the fishing chest. I mean, we've got the training rod, but we're not messing it up. Like to go and get a proper fishing rod at some point here. Tag nabbit. We're going on the size so we stop wasting energy. Ah, that always costs so stinking much, though. Don't want to go to the mines. So what are some resources that I could use on this day? We're kind of short on wood and stone, actually. It might just be an attainment day. If it wasn't a good luck day, the mines would be perfect right now. Oh well. Let's see if we can't level up our forestry at least. If you can get the timing just right, you can still get pretty decent speeds on some of these. Because if you do it too fast, you have to wait for more lag time, but if you get it just right... Let's go ahead and clear. I'm not too worried about clearing out those stumps at this point. I'm just trying to make sure that I've got visibility on the farm, and you know, upping those hunter-gatherer. That's not the phrase for it, but you know what I mean. Was that a fishing spot thing? Well, it's on the farm though, so fishing spot's not going to be good. You can always work on a proper tree farm, and we could work on a grain silo. Not that I have any critters, but it never hurts to prep. That belongs in there too. Let's look at what it's going to take to manage a grain silo. Anything to gather en route today? I'm not seeing it. We can always make our rounds and chat with people. Not a bad day for that either. Although, this is not exactly the person I'm just thrilled to speak with. Hello. Oh, there is a Joja Mart. Probably not the kind of shopping you're going for, but it's an option. Seaweed for a pizza. Pierre. Time frame on this one? 2 days. Julio. And today's Saturday, so it's not like the shop's going to be closed tomorrow and impossible to stinking find. By the way, what's the explanation for the stuff back here? Does anyone know what that is? It's just that age. Fun. I like that you can force NPCs out of the way if you need to. It's like, I feel bad about doing it, but it is a nice quality of life feature when like the cat just stops right stinking in front of you and blocks your access to things. Oh hey, almost missed her. Indeed. Here's hoping. Always fun to run into a frog. Oh wait, he's here. Okay, quick. Dang it, I want to ruin my reputation with him. I hate this guy. Good for you, buddy. Good for you. He's not inherently bad, and I'm sure if you get to know him, he's great, just like all of them. But his initial interaction is so unpleasant. Oh, that's just sad. Yeah, we've run into like 3 of the 4 most unpleasant people just in a row. Holy cow. Just need to run into Harold and we'll have the whole quartet going. Would like to talk to anyone else, please. I have no idea if these are popular or unpopular opinions in the Stardew fandom, to the extent Stardew has a fandom, which I'm sure it does. There's enough fan art of it. This is not the route I meant to take. I am clearly still a little rusty at my Stardewing. Oh, hey, JojaMart. Forgot that was there. Let's go talk to someone who we know is going to be chill. I probably ought to pit stop here just to see where we're at on things. Although, actually, I don't have to go in here to do that, do I? Oh, well. Here, you just keep on chilling over there and see what we need for pantry. We've already got... Okay, we need the quality crops. That's going to be a thing. Artisan... We'll work on it. I know I've got progress towards a couple of these. Jelly's an easy one. The fruits are tough business. None of these are super easy, though. Other than jelly. Need animals for that. And obviously it's not fall, summer, or... Well, quality isn't the season, but... Quality is winter. We all know that, right? Like, winter's the quality month. Yeah, see, it's the same color. Winter foraging bundle. Summer, fall, construction. Just gotta get a little more hardwood. Hopefully this farm makes that a little easier. Exotic foraging is a fun one. I actually quite like doing this bundle. Let's see what we're up to. And we're still we're pretty early game on this playthrough, but not anything crazy. River fish. We need a tiger trout. Okay, we can have a go at that. Is there anyone who can tell you the like seasons that certain fish are about, or the times of day? Or is that just like a wiki thing? How to talk to the fisherman. Yeah, I suppose that is literally what he's called, isn't he? Adventurers. Okay, yeah, we'll get those over the course of mining. Now that I've made it to the bottom of that mine once and know a little bit about what comes after, I'm not in an immediate rush to get to it. Like, it's handy for resources, but it's not like as crunch time as some of the other stuff I want to prioritize. Yes, I have met him. This town has like 25 people in it. I've definitely met all of them. Hey, speaking of, hello. Yep, no shame in pondering data. But, no. Oh, I should poke my head in and figure out prices. That was the other reason I was meandering up this a ways. Hello, yes. Shop. This is not what I meant. I guess you can just straight up buy wood. That's not a good return on money, though. Until you're wealthy enough, in which case that's a nice feature. Okay, coop. Still much too expensive. Here we go. Barn, no. Well, not a priority. This, the copper is going to be the challenge there. Like, not the end of the world, but it's not the first thing I want to do with my copper. We got plenty of time on this one. So I'm not going to rush it. Then a lot of other options. I love that this one is just a massive castle that doesn't fit in the window. Immediately followed by the tiny little shipping bin. Which, I mean, I'm all for an artisan charging fair prices, but dang, that stuff's kind of expensive. Especially early game. Like, not worth messing with right now. We need to reinvest in our own stuff first. Hey, buddy. Yeah. Too bad. Dang it. Friendship by force. I don't see any reason to wander up to the Adventurers Guild right this moment. Instead, let's head back down. No, why did I choose this route? It's so slow because you get caught on the edges. Unless you got, you know, you got the proper moves, but I don't. Oh, hey, look. Fancy meeting you here. I do like that everyone is consistent in their movement, comes from logical places and goes to logical places. It's a lot of extra effort, but it's pretty cool. I'm fine with spiders. They're pretty chill. I mean, not the bitey ones, but the rest of them are chill. I guess that's kind of inherently part of the deal, isn't it? Ah, well, we can at least scavenge some good finds. Heck yeah. Give me them clams. Gonna steam these up nice and good. And I'm nearly enough wood to fix the bridge. Good finds over there, but it's kind of a one-time good purchase haul, and then it's pretty slow to refresh. I'm sure he's not here because I saw him up above. Okay, to 5. That's not the worst. Yeah, the reason I know I'm narrating, partly, yeah, I'm just streaming. Of course, I'm talking about what I'm doing. But I'm also talking about, what I'm not doing as a way to tell myself that I don't need to rush things. Oh, dang it, that's the wrong way. Ah, well. Because, again, my first time playing this game was a horribly stressful experience. Because I didn't know any of the important routes or anything to prioritize. All I did know was that I wanted to try to do everything. I was worried about the 3-year, what I saw as a deadline from Gramps. And, I stressed myself so much out and had a terrible time. Grammar question. Is it wrong to say stressed myself so much out, or is it just awkward? I just saw somebody walk on the screen here. That reminded me of another question that I want to throw out there to the audience. I know I've mentioned it once before, but just for anyone who has opinions on Phantom of the Opera, yes or no, the Phantom is the ultimate incel? Obviously, this is just open discussion. You don't have to answer anything. This is me, throwing this out onto Yahoo Answers, even though that closed. Okay, Clint. Presumably you moved here at some point, or you were born here. Those are kind of the only two options. I mean, I also snuck up on you. That's fair. What were you thinking about? Nope, we're getting no more dialogue. Fine. Oh no, I feel bad. I caught at an angle where, it's doing the push out of the way animation. No! No, I'm scaring her. Oh well. I'm in the city. I don't know. Everything has its ups and its downs. City life has some downsides, but it also has... Ooh, yes. I want someone else's garbage soda. But on the flip side, you also have access to more amenities and resources in emergencies. Depends on what you want out of life, I suppose. Nope. I must ask you. That's fair. Maybe I shouldn't chase down children in the dark. That's kind of a worrying precedent. Is the little doohickey thingamajig what's it over here today? Doesn't look like it. Like the one square here, zoop. Oh, we got a little energy left still. And we got a little time left still. I'm actually heading back to the town doing a little more river fishing. Seeing what we can catch in our limited time remaining. This here looks like river. Weird that this river runs parallel to the ocean coast. Whatever the tectonics going on there are. I mean, it's possible, it's just unusual. Oh, I should give this to Pierre at some point. Somebody... I mean, y'all can let me forget that if you want, but I will probably forget it. Let's see. That said, I probably shouldn't use Stream Chat as a reminders app. Ah, drat. Not that y'all aren't reliable. It's just, well. Nah, y'all are fine. Let's see. I guess no soda. Whatever. Can I get that back? Please? Oh, well. I almost ate. Normally I'd have tossed the seaweed, but, I'm doing fine enough energy for the night that I don't need to drink the soda, so... Hook our heads in for the night. Actually, pretty good scavenge day. I guess it was a good luck day, so that makes some amount of sense. We can even very briefly, after I dunk some fish. I guess I did have a smallmouth bass already. Rats. We can poke our head up here, see if there's anything worth grabbing. This route sometimes has some goodies. Not really seeing anything today, so let's just head on back. Trying to get in the bed before midnight, or else we get some energy penalties in the morning. Ain't nothing good about that. Hey. Doop. I need to spread some more torches around so this area feels a little more cozy and a little less ominous. Oh, what's this? Oh, we've got a fairy. We didn't even plant any fairy plants. That's pretty good luck. Very kind of you, fairy. And that's even one of the parsnips we just planted. Okay, weather report. Tomorrow... Dang it. Fortune teller. Okay, still not a great mining day. Radish salad. Oh good, a new one. Aha, strawberry harvest. Gonna make Celeste so jealous. I mean, I kind of wish that we'd gotten the harvest yesterday, so then the fairy would have popped some strawberries too, but I'm not gonna look a gift horse in the mouth. Ah, man. Average parsnips. I mean, above average, but not, you know, grand. Oh well. Let's, while we're in this menu, I'm gonna double check something so I don't waste a bunch of our time. Stardew strawberry grow times. And this is a pretty good strawberry harvest, actually. 8 days. And there's how many days in each month? Only, like, not as many as I'd think. I'm sure I can just check the calendar at Pierre's when I give him that seaweed. Don't let me forget that, or do. Okay. Maybe seaweed. Am I going to water these? Yes, but I'm also going to try to pick up 3 more parsnip seeds. We can get at least 1 more harvest. I think. Because my fear is that strawberries take 8 days to harvest, or to mature, and there's 28 days here. Does that day count today? Are we counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? Or are we 1 day off? Oh wait, they regrow every 4 days. Okay, yeah, we're absolutely heckin' watering those strawberries again. We can get at minimum one more harvest out of it. Even if it runs into the flower festival, which I'm too early. This is why I always plant this early. Oh well. Wait, it's the good trash can. I gotta get the good trash can. Ah. Do a little fishing, poke our head in the fishing hut and then Pierre's. And then we'll see from there. Oh, hello. Question with these bubbles is when you land on them, sometimes it's a great find, but sometimes it's a great find that's also really hard to catch. And that's not ideal. It does seem to increase your hit rates, though, which is always good. Okay, buddy, what's the plan here? Okay. Interesting. I'm not going to complain about increased hit rates. Especially before we can get fishing rod bait. A lot of sunfish. Maybe that's the morning river fish. Never hurts to have backups, though. Maybe hurts to have backups, though. Sorry, smallmouth bass. I don't really have anything I can toss right now. That was close. Penny almost saw that. Let me in! We're just gonna loop it. Acing. Aha! Need 3 parsnips from you, but first off... Sorry, dude. Never bring... But that was your quest! I did! What? You literally asked for that, mate. Rude. What did I do wrong there? Oh, dag nabbit! Oh, whatever. He can have the stinking algae. Dude, if you think I track stinking anyone's birthdays in these games, you would be incorrect. I'll see if I have any stinking seaweed lying around. Wouldn't be in there. Nope, no seaweed. Well, let's do ourselves a little bit of watering, and then we can do a little bit of fishing. How about that? This is the part where we really regret not having those 2 Joja Colas I threw out the other day, meaning yesterday. Let's see. I believe the word there is obsession. Or perhaps you just really have a type. Ah, rats. The weed lady? Which one's the weed lady? Oh, I'll be honest. You're gonna hate this. I almost never talk to Emily. Not that I don't like her. I just don't run into her. Like, my routing never goes near her, so unless I'm going out of my way for it... Oh, that's true. Yee, cauliflower. Okay, let's take what energy we have left and go fishing. Gotta making big bucks on them strawberries. Oh, hey, look, Mayor Man. Ah, that's fair. See, I never spend money on food in this game. Over 20 years. Well, entrenched systems, so be it. I'm glad you do. Anyway, I need to poke my head into the fishing shop before we get too far. Actually, that is about the same term, isn't it? Hey, it's a guy who likes the sea. Yeah, it's been pretty good. Hey, dude, can you give me information about other things? No, although the fiberglass rod is really nice because you can put bait on it, which is nice. Indeed. Yeah, we've had a month of Malenia. Of course. Everything gotta be consumable these days. Can't have even long-lasting bait or tackle. Oh well. Yeah, it never hurts to get back into Stardew. It's a good, kind of low-energy, relaxing game. I knew I was gonna stinking do that. Yeah, just water the water. That'll be great. Hey, look, it's this guy. Yeah, that's right. Be frozen in time while I attain fish and get greedy. No, I've got greedy. I hate the bounce off the bottom is the hardest part. Where's he going? You're more obsessed with Stardew than I was with Elden Ring. That's honestly impressive. Ooh, new Stardew question. If I stand where an NPC is intending to stand, what do they do? I'm curious now. I want to annoy somebody. I'm sure it's been accounted for. Yeah, I mean, that'll do it. Although you can't AFK too much in Stardew. Eventually your plants die. Yeah, that I would believe. Summer's a fine season. Not in real life. In real life, summer sucks. Give me winter any day. Oh, that's right, yeah. Racking up those hour counts. Yeah, I know. I try to go out on near daily walks, and, like, they're getting worse. Yeah. What a friendly person. Aw. Oh yeah, there she is. Bet she likes seashells then. Okay, hello. Hey. You don't look anything like your profile picture. I'd love to raise sheep in the barn, if I had one. Oh well. We'll get there. You know, I think Emily's got some cool stuff. I've just never really followed the animal routes. Look, there's an achievement for talking to everyone. I do go chase them down on like day 3. That's probably true. Yeah, that last one. Really the pain. Guess we can go try to get some seaweed. Yeah, it's still got some worth in those days. Did I talk to him when he stood there? I'm sure I did. Gotta be double sure. Yep. Okay, cool. Those be good investments early days. Shop's closed. Oh well, he didn't have anything to tell me about the times that fish bite anyway. The earlier you get potatoes growing, the earlier you have more potatoes. That's a win in my book. Hey! Not stinking algae, though. Of course, the one time you want algae, it ain't gonna show up. Oh, yeah, you get into the mods. I want to, like, try to get to some endgame stuff before I start modding the heck out of my game. But, like, I know there's a lot of cool stuff out there. I should stop looking at chat and finish my fishing minigame first. Okay. Yeah, you can kind of automate everything. No, chat, don't try to draw me away. How dare. Actually, I can look at it right now. There's an easy sound cue for this. Yep. Greed. Thank you, Fishy, for moving up. Makes this much easier to try to save it, actually. Okay, I only have one spot in my inventory, though. Of course. Amphibian fossil. I've already got like 2 of those. I can... Honestly, yeah, but you can sell the fossils. For, like, money. Don't need sunfish. It's probably still worth more than the bait. Whatever. I can make more bait. I'm happy to hunt bugs in the mine to get bait. Something fishy going on in chat. Gold herring. Once again. Gunk. Oh well. Sorry, Pierre, you're just gonna have to do without. At least we caught some stuff. Actually, hold on. Out of curiosity, what is it we actually need to finish up that fishing one? No, not night fishing. River fish. What do you mean not a sustainable way to fish? I chucked the river fish into the ocean, it'll be fine. Tiger trout? How do I get a tiger trout? Well, then someone else will have a free fish. It'll be great. I'm giving a gift to someone. It's sort of like it's passing it on. You know, like when someone pays for the person behind them in the drive-thru? It's that. Except it's a dead fish. I don't get what the problem with that is. How's it different? I don't see the differences. I have thing, I give it back to future person. Same thing. Oh, we did get a sardine. Cool, we can do something with that, maybe. Statistically, I should need glasses by now. Especially given my family. It's honestly kind of weird that I haven't needed them yet. Oh, wait, hold on. I can sell anything above a 5 in terms of our goldens here. I can probably afford to sell a whole bunch more of this stuff too, truth be told. We can start with some strawberry profits, because they are profitable. But you know what's more profitable? Being gifted a fish by someone in the future. Yeah, I love that stat. I want to know who thought of that, because there's no scenario where you would ever need to measure hopes per square mile. Oh, we leveled up our farming. Coolio. Get an iron fence that I will never use. Get a preserves jar that I do want. Look at that. That's more money than I had on me already, just from 5 strawberries. With a preserves jar, we can turn those strawberries into even more stinking profit. Bet that's right. Right off the gate, what do we need? Wood, stone, coal? We might have that. Most likely not. Darn it, good humor. Another tip from living off the land. Yeah, I think I figured out the fishing thing already. Oh, really? The distance also plays a factor. Well as location, season, time of day, and weather. How do you ever... Yeah, that's the truth. World needs more coal. Open the mines. Okay. Let's see, though. Well... A classic. Okay, we got enough gold star parsnips. Whew, that was my honest, like, kind of my last big worry for this particular year. Okay, well. Dang it, Minecraft got me thinking I can just chuck a potato back in the ground again. Why am I doing that so inefficiently? I shouldn't hold it down, though. That wastes a lot. Strictly speaking, time is also valuable. Yeah, about the potato ground or about repeatedly watering the same plant? I'm real good at this game. Dagnabbit. Pro gamer moves. My brain is telling me to autopilot. That's not a thing I can do. Not early game, anyway. Although I will say, there is something... Oh, heck yeah, Pokemon emotes. Rats. There is something about the first version watering can that I actually really like. Like, I get that it's technically slower and less efficient than some of the later ones, but not having to hold it down is so nice. I can just click and go. Oh, you have a lot of Pokemon emotes. There's even emotes. They're just Pokemon. Cool though. Pretty good ones. Heck yeah, Chandelure getting the proper representation it deserves. Let's see. Oh, well, quest failed, but whatever. Let's, I guess, let's grab some stuff, make sure we top off the farm. Wow, hello. Don't see that every day. Zoop, zoop. We'll try to top off our energy a little bit, and then try to get some coal so that we can get a craft in the proper preserves jar. This went so well last time. I mean, I'm gonna grab it. There's no penalty for failing these, as far as I can tell. He's not a big enough one to be worried. No, I'm not a madman. Wikiless? What do you take me for? Look, I'll be honest, like, yeah, it'd be lovely, but... And good for you. I don't have the patience for it. I'm not trying to optimize, but I do, like, for my own mental well-being, like, have to know some things will work. There's some stuff that you just can't know on a first run that makes it really frustrating, as I learned. Let's see, it's 22nd, the month ends on the 28th. I'd like to find something that's 5 days. Everything's stinking 6 days or more. Well, let's go parsnips then. See what we can do with these. Oh yeah, and I don't even worry that much about the gift giving. But just like figuring out fishing spots sometimes, and who'd have thunk? But also because the first time I played it I had such a bad time and was super broke like the entire game, that I realized like I wanted to have a little idea of what I was doing, or else I was just going to get frustrated with it. Guess I need 3 more. Whatever. I'm not trying to optimize here, but like for my own sanity. Honestly, you know the thing I use the wiki for the most? The absolute most? Figuring out where stinking NPCs are at any given time on a random day. If I've got a quest and I've got 2 hours to get it to them, I need to know if this is like their off Thursday of April. Yes, I definitely have animals on the farm. Yeah, there are perks to that. And don't get me wrong, stumbling upon them and randomly is fun, but like I don't try to trace out where everyone is and like find exactly where they're gonna be, but like if it's a weird Thursday and like I don't know that one person has a different route when it's raining in summer, and I can't find them anywhere, then I'm just like, okay. Yeah, Saloon's a good one on Fridays. Okay, let's see. We've got some community center stuff we're gonna have to update, but I don't think we can full on close anything out right now, so I'm not in a rush to get there. So yeah, let's eat some stuff and go to the mines. That's not food. Yeah, salmon berries. I know I'm a real casual gamer. Why is this in here? I've got 4 of them. I'm just gonna stink and eat it. Consume the algae. I know I can make this into good salmonberry wine, but it's also just a good mass crop that I have a bunch of, and it's easy to carry in the mines. So I have no qualms about just chugging it right here. Okay, what will I not want in the mines? I do like the scythe. I obviously like the pickaxe. Might need it, but it's okay, we won't need that. We shouldn't need that. We shouldn't need that. Give ourselves a little space. Cat. Yeah. Okay, I've never been a hardcore game player, to be fair, but like, even when I was in the thick of it on games, like, oh yeah, I mean, melon wine, great, but salmon berries are easy to obtain, my dude, so if I got nothing else brewing, I might as well chuck something in there. Got a little profit going. Yep, I know you do, but also, you're getting a salmon berry anyway. Like, the perk of salmon berries is the low effort investment required. I have a better weapon than this, which I don't. Well, maybe I don't. I should, though. I think I should have a club by now. Oh, well. Gib coal. Should have brought a torch. Oh, cool. Yeah, I'm definitely not equipped for this area right now. I like the scythe for its range, and the hoe you can actually get stuff by using it in some of the sandy areas. Rarely worth the investment, but it can be done. Oh, come on, dude. After all that, you didn't even give me coal? Can't believe I forgot to bring a torch. Well, let's get on another layer. I don't remember this layer being quite this dark. Okay, yeah, let's use the sword. Trap it against the wall. We just passed one in the previous room. And we'll be lucky to sinking see another one at this rate. Also, the area of sweep on the scythe is much better for flying things. There's some right below my feet, dude. Okay, come on, bat. You know, you're welcome to perish at any time. Should have brought my bat. Well, it's not like my sword's dealing great damage to most of these, although it was better for that one. So the bat didn't stinking die. There we go. There, see? Sand. Not there, though. I see you over there. You're a hair faster than I expected you to be, dude. Just gonna go up here and hope your pathfinding gets lost. Oh. Problem solved. And it crits its 2 damage. Look, I'm not saying it's a good strategy. It's sort of more of an old habit that I haven't gotten out of. taking this torch with me. Ah, rats. So have you been paying any attention to the new game that the developer of Stardew's making? Looks like it should be a fun one. Oh, rats, I heard that. Yeah, hey, Stardew's made by just like one person, which is awesome. But that person is working on a new game. In which you run a little chocolateria. It's not out yet, obviously, but priorities. Guess I'm putting the torch down. Want me my mushroom? Rats. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a cute one. Apparently it's got more complex combat as well as also all of the other fun game stuff, but it is its own game. Let's see. Where's the bat? I don't even stinking see it. You may well. That's good enough for this layer. Let's unlock the shortcut. Ding! We didn't get any coal. Yep. You can find horoscope people of any variety. Let's see, this is still broken, right? Yeah. You'll just have to once the game comes out, you'll just have to scope it out for them. Oh, yeah, I know. I fixed it before in another playthrough. I just couldn't remember if I had done it on this playthrough, but I did check the community center earlier, so I should have known I didn't. But we got a cave carrot. Always good to have more of those. What are we doing here? Okay. I'm gonna grab my tools. Oh, there they are. And you know what? I think we could make a community center run. I don't have nearly enough of that for that one. I love that you can just hover over them and like see that it's something you need for the community center because the icon starts warping. Yeah, I'll be honest. I have always been the kind to try to manually organize stuff, but in this game, the default organization's actually pretty solid. So I don't mess with it too much. And it's certainly easier than manually sorting it out. Let's see, I could have sworn I had a sardine. Maybe I already gave the sardine for the fishing one. Oh well. Oh yeah, the hotbar's not great, but like, yeah, whatever. Anyway, I know we want these 5 parsnips. Don't think there's anything else in here. Yep. Yeah, I'm probably gonna wrap stream after this night. So have a good one. Thanks for dropping by, Musico. It always feels good to get the quality crops sorted out. Boom. Oh, you only need 3 of 4. That's even nicer. Okay, let's head back to base, wrap this one up for tonight. Maybe sell this dandelion on the way out. Can't hurt to get a few extra funds. Leave us in good standing for maybe next stream we'll get a little bit closer to wrapping the month. I heard a door. Who dares? Or rather, doors. Yeah, y'all can tell I'm tired, right? I should probably wrap. If I'm making jokes like that, it's not off to a good start. Hey, mining up. Always nice. We'll have maxed out energy and such for tomorrow, although I think we would have been doing pretty good anyway. And picked up a few extra gold to spare. Progress saved. And I think that's going to do it for tonight. Ooh, we got the rooster. Well, it has been a fun one, y'all, but I'm going to be heading out. Thank y'all for dropping by. And remember, no stream tomorrow. Wednesday's an off day, but Thursday, we will be back. And with Miquella art, leaning back into the Elden Ring, although still not streaming Elden Ring. I know we did one whole episode of that, and then I may have accidentally screwed up our save right after the stream ended. Oops, sorry. In any case, we may come back to it someday, but we're going to have to take a long pause. Because the main point of these is art. And I'm happy to do some streams here and there for pauses that aren't art, but I'm not really happy to commit 220 hours worth of streams. Because that's just, too many, honestly. Elden Ring is really big. Even if I don't do everything again, I have to do a fair bit just to level up. And I know they said that the main story path is expected to be 30 hours, but that is hogwash. It can be 30 hours. I don't think it'd be reasonable to expect someone to get through it in 30 hours on average. Some people spend 30 hours on just Margit. Ah, well. Margit was a tough boss, but wasn't, like, horrendous. I never felt like Margit was cheating, I just felt Margit was tricky. I know not everyone had that experience. But I also stinking beelined the Morning Peninsula before I went anywhere stinking near Margit, so I may have been more leveled than most people by the time I got there. In any case, before I go on blathering about Elden Ring too much longer, I will let y'all go. I'm going to wrap up tonight, try to get some other stuff sorted out, so that by the time Thursday comes around, we got energy and we got plans. So I hope to see y'all then. Have a good one, y'all.